What is critical race theory?
Critical race theory is a conceptual framework developed to understand the relationships between social conceptions of race and ethnicity. Social and political laws, mass media, and institutions reflect the consequences of racism. It is an academic field that examines the relationships among race, ethnicity, and power.
What is the U.S. policy on critical race theory?
From Substack.com. Nearly 30 of the 50 states in the United States have introduced legislation to ban critical race theory within public schools.
So I was asked the other day, because of some of my content, they're like, "Are you racist?" I'm not sure. You post things that make you seem racist. I'm like, how is it racist to just be honest and tell the truth? I'm not a racist. First of all, I couldn't be racist, but I'm not even prejudiced. I treat people how they treat me. Just because the truth is a little bit uncomfortable for you doesn't mean it has to be anything more than the truth. Now, if you find the truth or the fact that these things actually happened in history, or there are genetic differences, or, actual facts are offensive or somehow racist, then you need to reevaluate yourself. Just because we have differences, genetic, even cultural, there are differences that we just have to come to terms with, and those differences are okay. There's nothing wrong with differences. Actually, the diversity is what makes humanity a beautiful species, right? There's only one race, and that's the human race. But this is why critical race theory and it not being taught is an issue, because we need to get past these problems, but we can't if we don't talk about them. See, I have a simple philosophy. I believe that if we were all just honest with each other, that we would get a lot further. And a lot of the hatred that we have within our own community, as well as outside of our community, would change. Because the truth, honestly, will set you free. If we could just be honest about history, about the things that we did to each other, about doing all types of things that we did, truth, one of the simple tenets that the prophet and noble Drew Ali brought forth, and it's a part of the Moorish culture and a staple in all societies. So if there's no truth, there can be no justice. There's no justice, there can't be no peace. There's no peace, there can't be no freedom. And there's no freedom, there can't be any love. Now just imagine this, that you were taught from the time that you're able to understand information, a bunch of lies. And you're taught those lies by people who you love and care about. And those lies were taught to them by people who they love and care about. And so on and so forth for generations. Imagine, for centuries, you've been taught lies. And then now today, you're learning the truth. Of course, it's gonna sound foreign to you.
A wise man once said, "Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away." For the tick, reality is a product of temperature and butyric acid. Its perception of the world is its reality. The bloodhound has 200 million scent receptors. Its perception of the world is based fundamentally on smell. A dog doesn't reason. A tick never thinks about the universe in any way separate from its biological interactions with the universe. Human beings, on the other hand. Imagine a boy. From a young age, he is taught wrong.
This color is called red. This one is green.
Red, green.
Human beings are the only animal that forms ideas about their world. We perceive it, not through our bodies, but through our minds.
Remember, red means stop, green means go.
We must agree on what is real. Because of this, we are the only animal on Earth that goes mad.
And those who are part of the human race are broken up into clans or families. And those families come together again as nations and nationalities. And this is the truth about human civilization. This is what we're doing here. Everything else is a fraud. So crayons and I'm this and I feel like that today, it's a fraud. So again, critical race theory is important because it allows us to deal with the elephant in the room. By dealing with race, you get to see how we got there. Once we see how we got there, we can now correct by teaching the truth. And the truth is, original people who started civilization and gave the world everything that the world knows today should be honored and respected for it. And on the other side of that, where we did wrong and harm to each other, to the community, to the world, we need to atone for that. We need to take responsibility for that and acknowledge that, because we wouldn't be here today in this position dealing with the things that we're dealing with if we didn't set the ball in motion. You cannot be the rulers of the planet and then lose it all if you didn't do something wrong.